As we all know, the job market sucks right now. You can find a job for $3 an hour, $4 an hour quite easily. But even getting those ones has become more and more competitive, as we've seen. Facebook is absolutely full of them. Total pile of junk, but that's okay because today I've got you covered here. I've gone out, I've done the digging. I know the places where to look, and we've come up with some really, really nice variants. Make sure you have your CVs ready, your video introductions, and that's all you need to get going. Stay to the end of this video where I'll be talking to you about the multiple ways that you can be diversifying your income. If you only receive one source of income from one place, then you are totally screwed. You need to get it from A, from B, from C, from D. Teaching, of course. I'll be explaining that all at the end of the video. Stay tuned. Let's jump into it. Okay, we'll start with a really cool one. Professional Language Solutions is recruiting for online business English teachers. I strongly recommend everybody to make that transition. Move away from kids. Try to go into the corporate, into the business. That's where the money is. Teaching kids is glorified babysitting to a very large extent, and even if you don't feel it that way, a lot of companies do perceive it that way. That's how they perceive you as a worker and as an employee. This place is doing business English for their corporate clients, and for example, you could specialize in the oil and gas. So let's say that you started working with several groups, several individual clients from this company, working in oil and gas. How long would it take for you to really understand the nature of teaching English in the oil and gas sphere? You can move that directly over to LinkedIn, put it on your profile, start getting your students to migrate over there and to recommend you. That does not interfere with any company, breach or, trying to arrange classes outside, because you're only looking for recommendations. If you can do that, you'll then have your own platform to really making some cool money. And I have a video on exactly how to do that. What are they looking for? So CELTA or Trinity Certificate, of course, any kind of TEFL course is going to be fine for here. They want people who do have experience working with different apps such as Zoom and Microsoft Teams to give your classes. You must have a good computer connection, and they're only looking for native level speakers only. So what are they going to give you in return for that? Well, they're trying to scoop people up for as cheap as $15 an hour. And for that, I say, get out of here. However, they are offering up to $20 an hour, which is not bad in this current market. It's not bad for an English teaching job, all in all, especially if it's fun, what you're doing. This is a good variant, Professional Language Solutions. Okay, so the next one is a European-based school. They have over 40 schools, all scattered all over Europe, including Ireland and Italy and Spain and France and yada. What they're looking for teachers, online teachers with a flexible online timetable. They don't specifically say if they're looking for natives or non-natives, and so to my mind, that means that everybody can apply, especially if you fulfill their requirements. They're looking for people to work 15 to 25 hours per week. Of course, this is going to be on the European time, so observe that. You need a TEFL, a TESL, a CELTA, or the equivalent, so it could even be a Groupon. Further is that you need a degree. Although they do state that it's preferred, you don't actually, it's not compulsory to have one. They do ask people to have at least 1 year of experience, including online teaching. Now, with regards to their salary is a little bit misleading because people say as low as $15 an hour. I have heard of up to $25 an hour. The company itself says when I contacted them directly, they do take it on a case-by-case basis. But interestingly enough is that if you're in the UK or the Republic of Ireland, registering and earning as a self-employed online teacher for a foreign company is really simple, and it's tax-free up to £85,000. They help with this process, which is extremely rare. The only problem is that they require 10 hours of full initial training, and that is an ongoing professional development with observations and feedback and training sessions and all of that micromanaging. Yeah, well, consider it because the pay is quite good. Okay, so number 3 is TLG. I bet you haven't heard of this company. It's Italian-based, and their package is really cool. If we take a look at their website, they have all of this reasons to work with us and why we're so cool, and we give paid training, and we even have paid 25 days holiday per year, you know, and other holidays, including national holidays, bringing it to 38 days, and, you know, 6 weeks of paid leave each year. Really doesn't look bad. Now, traditionally, this is a company in Italy, and, you know, they do have schools around, and they are teaching in physical brick and mortar schools. However, they've recently opened up their online presence on the market. New clients, which means new rules, new traditions, and they're looking for people just like you. They really only have two requirements. Number one, you have to be a native speaker. They don't stipulate from where, and so that really can be from anywhere. And number two, they want some kind of a recognized degree. What that means in short is they don't want a degree in fuzzy felts and plasticine from the online university of God knows where. No, they want something a little bit more traditional. And so if you do have a degree certificate, that will be accepted. It doesn't mean they're only looking for Harvard and Yale graduates, rather. Their pay is rather competitive. We're looking at €20 an hour up. However, they do want quality. Take a good look at this website. If you scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see work with us, partner us, contact us. Be sure to contact these people directly on their info at thelanguagegrid.com in addition to your application. Now, number 4 is Schooly, and this is one that you might have seen around. It's a little bit controversial because let's take a look at their pay rate. The pay is for about $25 an hour, but that's Canadian dollars, working out to around 19 or 20 US dollars. The great thing about here, because you know I never forget my non-natives, this is a job for everybody. They like natives, they like non-natives, and you don't even need a teaching certificate. If you just have a degree, that's more than enough. If you do also have a TEFL, then that's absolutely fantastic. They're doing one-to-one classes, so this is not groups, okay? It's not groups. No limits on nationality or location because it's online. They have a very flexible scheduling system with no minimum hours, which I really like. Tutors, they make themselves available for instant bookings if logged in, and so far and so forth. Problem is that the company is not really transparent about the pay. It can be a little bit difficult to attract students on their website, and it is difficult to find teachers who have been successful on this platform. I've reached out, I've tried to look, that is kind of hard. The only reason why I'm recommending this is because I know 3 people who work at Schooly, and they do have a positive experience there. They've been working there for over 2-3 years now. And if we can stay anywhere for that length of time, then, you know, probably they're not so bad. Be sure to check out Schooly. All right, and so for our Yankee Doodle friends, if you're from the North America, then you can apply for English Hunt. English Hunt was founded in Seoul, Korea. However, they specialize in virtual classrooms from the USA to Japan. That is their bread and butter. Now, you must be a native speaker from the United States because in order to get paid, you must have a US bank account. There's none of this through PayPal and all the rest of it. It has to be a US bank account. And so be sure to check out EnglishHunt.com. It's one-on-one. The pay starts at $14 per hour. It does go up, but be sure to remember that all of their times are going to be according to Asia, not North American times, whether it be East Coast or West Coast. Very important to remember. They only require you to have 3 megabyte internet connection speed, which is literally nothing. They say that Apple Mac tablets and Chromebooks will not work with their classroom software, and so you have to consider that. Do you have a laptop? Do you have a personal computer or something else which is other than those? Very important to pay attention to that. Ever heard of the Burlington English group? Nah, neither have I. Doesn't matter because they have an operation going on in Turkey. So if you're interested to teach students in Turkey, Bales English, could be the one for you. It's online, it's all online. They're looking for experienced English teachers. Now, they do not specify if they're looking for natives or non-natives, so everybody can apply. And remember, even sometimes when they do say just native speakers only, it doesn't mean that you can't apply if you are a non-native. Okay, it's just to kind of filter people out so that, just not everybody is ready to apply then, killing them with CVs and all of this stuff. So don't always let that put you off. However, what this company offers, it's an 8-month fixed contract. They're willing to pay up to $1,200 a month in salary. Now they do have, it's rather flexible, their scheduling system. I don't really know how much they're looking for in terms of commitment from teachers. I've reached out to them and I've received mixed feedback, but they are hiring. And what they do have does look innovative. For example, their software, it's rather cool. They are very large. However, the problem is they only started in 2020, so they still are new. It means that things will be changing. If you go online and look at some of their reviews, things are very mixed. There's very little information there. They are looking for strong candidates with a minimum teaching experience of 3 years. Yes, they require you to have a TEFL certificate, and they want your English to be native level. Native level. So that's very open, Minimum of 3 years experience, as I've already said. They want very strong communication skills. Flexibility with your working hours. Now, to me, when I hear that's warning signs already. We need you to be flexible. Okay. However, we are looking for jobs that pay decently, and so sometimes we need to take one on the chin. Especially, always be looking for more jobs. Always be looking for more. Now, the next company is a company that I have liked for a while. I used to work there and I have a very good experience. I have mentioned this before, and it's called Learnlight. Now, the great thing about Learnlight is that they take all native speakers, including South Africans. A lot of places they say, yes, we want native speakers, but not South Africans. Well, this place, not. They accept absolutely everybody. The only problem is that their pay rates have dropped. They're starting at €10 per hour for individuals and €12 per group class. Now, this does, it goes up after the first year. So you start with a 1-year contract and that money will go up. They teach students of all ages. However, something that Learnlight really does well is they do have high school and the college prep and adult and business clients. So really a mixed bag of everything. And they do things rather well. They do have good marketing, and so they are good at getting students. Again, Learnlight is a really good place where you can absolutely channel your students over to LinkedIn and get them recommending you. This is a very, very good place to do it because they have exclusive contracts at Learnlight with a lot of good companies. For example, Mercedes. One of their clients is Mercedes-Benz. If you could work, let's say you got 2 or 3 groups at Mercedes-Benz, within a month, you could be channeling your students over. Hey guys, I really enjoy working with people from the automotive industry. I have a course set up, exactly what we have been doing that help people just like you. Could you please recommend that? That's your platform on LinkedIn. So it's worth taking a little bit of a lower hourly rate because we must think into the future a little bit. This is exactly what I'm talking about in my video on how I made $10,000 per month regularly and consistently. And it all started with places like Learnlight, moving my customers across into the recommendations list. And please remember, that does not go against any company breaches because you're not stealing them. You're not stealing your students. You're just asking on social media for them to recommend you in a professional capacity. Nothing wrong in the world with that. And then you can use that to launch and to go and to grow and to earn. Yay! They are, however, asking for 2 years of experience. They do need certification, teaching qualification. Also, they need a high internet speed, and they're looking for people who preferably have about 2 years of teaching experience. Of course, this does depend on the candidate. However, you must take that into consideration. Good luck, guys! Last but not least, bonus one. This is for natives, non-natives. It's for absolutely everybody, whether you're new, an absolutely newbie to TEFL or not. You don't need a degree. You definitely don't need a TEFL. You can jump into this one because it's teaching kids one-on-one, $10 to $12 maximum per hour. It's not the best, however, it's a very good place to start. Lots of people write to me all the time and they're telling me that they'd like to get into this and they just aren't eligible for those higher rates of $20, $25 per hour. Well, guess what? This is for you. One of the great things about this company called Learnlight is that their pay conversions and transfer fees are covered by the company. And so although the pay isn't great, they aren't going to have those additional fees on there. Students usually stay with the same teacher, and that's a very positive sign. And their reviews reflect this, their statistics reflect this also. The application is quick, it's simple, it really couldn't be easier. It's one page. If you need any help with it, put it in the comment section below. It couldn't be simpler. Good luck. Okay, everybody, all done. If you've liked this video, of course, be sure to hit that like, subscribe button and share it with as many people as you possibly can to get everybody knowing which jobs there are out there right now. Please remember that these companies, they do go through recruitment cycles. And so in a day or two from now, maybe not all of these companies will be recruiting because they've received a flood of applications. That's okay. Go back and check in a month. Check in 2 months. Be sure to go down, scroll down, look for the contact, email those people directly in support of your application. It really shows enthusiasm. And when a job is going for a good rate, you really have to do better than the other people out there. And for all the people who out there where $2,000 a month just, that's the ceiling and you can't break it because in TEFL it's extremely hard to do that, and you are looking for multiple revenue streams, head on over to a new Facebook group I've committed to only looking at remote jobs, ways that your transferable skills as a teacher can be used in other industries. For example, sales and marketing. The transfer is very, very simple, or you could have that as a side gig. Remote working and also crypto. Crypto for the enthusiast, people who don't really know what this thing is. We're looking for a place for absolute beginners. Be sure to head on over there. However, if you're just interested in TEFL alone, and we have a Facebook group too, it's a private group, so you can speak more freely there. Share your thoughts. Remember, the more you share, the more people are able to help you. And it's extremely hard to help people who really don't share what they have or share their thoughts. Social media is your friend. But back to form. If you know any of these companies, you've worked for them, you're interested in working for them, maybe you've applied already and you're waiting to hear back or have heard back, let other people know in the comment section below. It's the only way that we can really knowledge share. And so leave your comments there and we'll see you in the next one.